Big boy,
Big
bitch.
boy.
After the show.
Hey.
All righty. Hello there. We are after the show, ladies and gentlemen. Big Boy's Neighborhood. April 17th, 2018. After the show. All righty now. Where do we go first, man?
We can go a lot of places.
All righty, but let's stay here and let's get right into after the show.
Let's do it.
Then after we finish, I would like to start with Starbucks, man.
Okay.
This has been it's been a lot. Not just on local news, but national news.
And
Social
it bugs
media,
me.
yeah, man.
It bugs me for like a lot of reasons because one, we already know I'm addicted to coffee. I love Starbucks. I've got this cup here that says Natalia's Coffee that's like kind of after Starbucks.
Which she purchased, that was sent to her before.
Yes, before. But it bugs me because I worked for this company. I know how, I mean, granted, over the years, I'm sure some things have changed, but the company that I worked for was a great company. And I don't know what's happening right now, but there are, these two guys were arrested at a Philadelphia Starbucks when they were waiting for their friend. They were asked to leave by the manager there, and then the cops were called, and they weren't doing anything. They weren't raising their voices. They weren't causing a commotion. They weren't being destructive to, the property inside or any, like literally they were just chilling there. And I worked for Starbucks for 5 years. I can't tell you the amount of people that would come into Starbucks and just hang out.
Yeah.
Not buy anything, not do anything, just sit
Natalia,
there.
we see it all the time.
I've done
People
it.
sit in there. They use the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
You even see people sitting in there that don't, and of course, they don't have anything to eat or drink. Or you even see people coming in sitting with their own lunch
Yes.
inside
Free
of
water,
Starbucks.
everything.
And these two particular gentlemen, it was a party of two sitting there and told management that we are waiting on a third person.
Yeah.
And we'll all order then. And the third person did come while they were in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Man,
Being arrested and escorted out of Starbucks.
for doing
And
nothing.
like,
Yes.
it made me happy afterwards when the CEO came out and apologized and was like, this should have never happened. I don't know what this is. This isn't the company that we have. This isn't what we train our partners. That's what you're called if you work for like your partner.
Right.
This is not how we train our partners. This isn't what we stand for because Starbucks is one of those companies that's always trying. I mean, they're giving money for like immigrants who they're trying to hire people who are immigrants here. And I fully blame whoever that manager was.
Right.
Because
And
that
it could
person's
be-
an awful person.
Did it get
It's the
fired
manager.
already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They let the manager go. It's the manager. It could be, the person who did the franchise. The franchise. It could be anyone.
So that's what I don't know if this was because I know that there's specific Starbucks where it's a normal Starbucks, and then there's the ones that like if you go to the airport, that's like a franchise one. They don't like there are certain things that aren't like recipes aren't the same. They're different. They're sometimes.
But I'm just saying, I don't know who owned that one because
Yeah.
it is a
Right.
franchise company. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like we say, we've seen people sit at Starbucks for the longest doing book reports and saving things and using,
Yeah.
like we say, using a Wi-Fi. And it's just crazy because even when you see the footage, people want to see other people act out.
Yes.
Yes.
And they wanted it would have been bad to society if they were the ones going, oh, look how they treating the black man.
Yeah.
Oh, look how you didn't hear pretty much a peep out of these brothers that was getting
Nothing.
arrested.
You didn't.
And the person that was recording was a Caucasian lady, and you hear her narrating what's going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like I saw a disturbing piece of footage like from some cats in New York, and they was telling the police, "I'll suck my,"
Yeah.
Right.
and just kind of just bring
Egging
it
them
on,
on.
bring it
Yeah,
on, But this one, it's like, come on, bro. If that didn't get captured by that lady that was in Starbucks at the time, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Those dudes didn't act out. They didn't pull out their own phones. It looked like they were arrested and taken out.
If I think about it, if it were me, if I were sitting there and they asked me to leave for whatever reason, I would have been yelling and getting mad. I'd have been like, I'm not leaving. I didn't do anything wrong. There's no signage that says that I can't sit in here
Right.
and just hang out and maybe get away from the cold or the heat or whatever it is. And I would have caused a ruckus.
And then when we bring it here, in LA, and I'm not sure if it was Torrance, Hawthorne,
yeah.
Torrance. Yeah, there was a cat out here, and he's been holding on to his footage. Not like, oh,
For
I
a
got you.
while. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
but he also went into a Starbucks and he asked, could he use the restroom? And they told him, hey, our restroom is for customers only, which I've seen that not happen as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he said, well, you know what? I will buy something. Can I use the restroom
Yeah.
first? And I've had this also where
Yeah.
I've been places say, oh, can I use your restroom? Because, I'll buy something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fine. So he sat down, and immediately after he pretty much finished, a Caucasian gentleman walks in. Asks for the key, the code to get into the restroom. They give him the code, and he walks out. So the guy asked him, he said, hey, did you have to purchase anything? And he was like, no, I didn't have. They gave him the code, but they didn't get a brother the code.
That's awful. Because I've walked into a Starbucks and I said, hey, what's the code for the bathroom? I've never been asked to buy anything, ever. Like, it's always been given that code, or I'll just hang by the bathroom and wait whoever is coming out. Then
man, that's crazy, man.
That's like, whoever.
We can't let this one go.
Yeah, whoever didn't let them have the code to use the restroom and did that, like, you suck.
Yeah.
You suck as a human being.
You can't let it go. And I understand if there's policies and there's your job and this, that, and the other. I don't know. But I'm just knowing that I see it happen all the time. If it's a real policy, enforce it upon everyone.
Yeah.
And then don't let it be a couple minutes behind me, because now I really do have a beef or a situation or a reason to say, okay, you know what? There's something else here.
Yeah.
You know, if it was policy and then I see a Caucasian gentleman walk up and he's like, oh, you know, sir, we can't give out the code because you haven't purchased anything. I'm like, oh, okay, she did it to him too.
But it just makes me so sad because you know how much I love Starbucks and I've always advocated for them as a company. And I think Kevin Hart said something really good too. He was like, look, that's a bad hire. That's a bad person that got that. Because again, I've worked with a lot of people too at Starbucks, and there were some really crappy people that I had to work with, and then there were some really amazing people who liked to give good customer service, who were fun and exciting. And I hope that I was always that person. And there was only one person that I had to be like, "You do not speak to me like that, sir," because he was rude to me. But I've always treated everyone with the utmost respect and just good customer service. But yeah, man,
even
they
with
need
Kevin
to
Hart,
get it together.
Like Kevin was like, "Oh, this isn't a boycott thing. It could be, Kevin.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying?" And not that you know, we want to control your social media. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful of what you put out there as well. You know, because there's cats that's been on the front line that's trying to organize something here. More jobs in communities, so on and so forth. So sometimes we got to step down until we see what our other cats are saying, and then we speak together. Kevin Hart is a leader. He don't have to wait on nobody.
No, he doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, let's put the playbook together first.
And I do think Starbucks is stepping up when it comes to how they are fixing, what's the word? Eradicating the situation and what they're doing. They're meeting with the two men. They're meeting with the Starbucks. They're meeting with the community leaders. They're readjusting. Like, because again, I worked there. I went through all their trainings, and I was a company that I was proud to work for. And so I just hope that they continue the company that I knew. But again, it's been
well, until I know anything
time.
different, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really drink coffee, so I don't go in. My wife, you know, she'll go in and grab something. My kids, but even until I know anything different, I will not spend my money at Starbucks.
Good.
You know, until somebody, you know, that we all press play and say, okay, we back
feel
in.
like
we made it good. I won't walk in. I'm not gonna shame nobody going in either. Like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I think that's good. Like in life, it's good to have those moments where you take a stand. Because like one thing that I've said that I was gonna, and I know Idea's had situations like this too, where you, like, you know, with football season was here, I had said I wasn't going to buy anything from Victoria's Secret until they included women of all different shapes and sizes in their fashion shows, because they sell the sizes, but they don't represent them when it comes time for the fashion shows. And that was something that I was like, look, I'm not going to shame anyone for buying things. I still have things that I wear that I bought prior to that, but until then, I will not buy anything new from that company. And
like my wife looked delicious, body and everything. She wouldn't be able to probably do a
exactly.
Victoria's Secret thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You bomb. All right. Stop playing with my wife. All righty now. Ide, what's happening, man?
I can't believe this. Billboard Awards are coming up, and they announced all the...
First off, listen to and look at the disgust on her face and the way she's presenting this story.
They announced the nominees, and I feel like this is a new category. I could be making this up, but they announced the top rap female artist nominees. Are you guys ready for this?
Sure.
Yes.
Top 1, Bhad Bhabie. Cardi B.
Wait. No.
Nicki Minaj.
Go back.
Bhad Bhabie.
And y'all know Bhad Bhabie is Catch Me Outside. How about that?
Oh my God. I honestly, look, if she's allowed
and
to...
is it just those three?
That's it. There's nobody else. Where's Remy? This is my huge problem. Everybody's like, well, there really isn't any more rappers, any female rappers.
Right.
I'm like, actually, there is. There's Remy Ma. There's also, man, Rhapsody, Layla Story. If you did not hear that.
Rhapsody, and I'm
Ninth
even
Wonder
saying
worked
this.
so hard on that album.
I don't know what the whole put together is because, Bhad Bhabie, Catch Me Outside sold like 500,000 or something. That's Billboard. You know what I'm saying? But how you sit up in here and how you champion Snow the product as well.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's so many other options that just makes me mad. And again, like you just said, I don't know if this has to do with numbers, with streaming or whatnot. But as far as quality, like that really makes me mad. If making the top person is just based on the numbers, that makes me sick because I don't care. You could catch me outside. How about that? I'm not scared of you. Like point blank period. Like her music is just not for me. There's no substance. Like all that she sings about is her Gucci flip flops and this and that. And it's like, yo, if you want to hear a good rapper that's a female, you have so many more artists like Snow the Product, like
dude,
Rhapsody, like Remy Ma.
How crazy would it be if she won?
Stop.
It would be absolute chaos.
That would be crazy.
Like I know we are in different times,
So
but
she
that
is
right there,
now Billboard Award nominated.
I feel
Bhad
like
Bhabie
when I saw it, I really wanted to be like, yo, this is a joke. Somebody like
Remember,
Photoshop this.
What did I ask you this morning?
You
I
said it's
I
real?
said, is this real?
This is what it says online. It says Billboard Magazine Awards finalists are based on key fan interactions with music, including album and digital single sales, radio airplay, touring, streaming, and social interactions on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Vivo, Spotify, and other popular online destinations for music. So it's
Nowhere does it say Big Boy and I they approve.
Right, we didn't. So,
But
So it
again,
doesn't count.
this is why award shows. They not necessarily suck, but it's hard because
do.
it's like you have something like the Grammys and or like the Oscars, and you have the people who pick the winners or the people who nominate the nominees, and you're not really representing what the people are loving because, like for instance, Get Out, not winning, Best Picture or whatever it is, or certain artists not winning their Grammy when they should be receiving a Grammy. Like granted, I love Adele, but when Beyonce didn't win for her Lemonade album, and you have those moments where you're like, the people who are nominating these things aren't us. They're not like the people who really represent what people are loving. And then you have something like Billboard.
But you know what? But Billboard is looking at actual numbers,
Yeah, they're
and
looking
you know
at
what I'm saying?
numbers.
So really, I mean,
anyway, I will remove
That's what I'm saying.
that
So like,
baby.
then we go like this, and we're like, it doesn't have substance. It's not something that's good, but yet
Right.
it still has these numbers, and you're like, ugh, when can we win?
I just act like a lady here. I'm never satisfied.
Well, we're just gonna erase that baby
Big.
and put Rhapsody on there because Layla's wisdom was so amazing. It's so good. So,
That's all right.
Bad Baby, you're out. Rhapsody, you're
I hope
in.
she doesn't win.
Hold on,
It
let
better
me
be
see.
Cardi B. Cardi
No,
B's
she's
good.
still in.
She's still in.
Yeah, I looked right here. Yeah, she's
You
still in.
know,
When you said
Nicki
she
is
was out.
probably the most mad out of this.
Hey, dude, but you
Like,
know
y'all
what's
gonna
the
have to
trip
stop
with that?
playing with Nicki.
Nicki probably more mad at Cardi B being
What?
in there
For
That's true.
than
Yeah.
Bad Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if I was Nicki, I would just be appalled.
If
Like,
one
take
of
my
them
name off of
win,
that.
the other one got a salute. Like, girl,
Man.
we got, yeah.
I'm so happy
She
to
almost
be in
crept in on us. You
Maybe
know what
they'll
I'm
be
saying?
friends after this.
Yeah,
Who
she
knows?
almost
This will
crept
bring
in
them
on us.
together.
That's what's gonna represent if y'all don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
That's
Nicki
true.
Minaj and Cardi, that's gonna be our leader.
Oh my God. Y'all better
in-
win this.
in the female hip hop category.
Okay.
Well, yeah, man. Well, thank y'all for hanging out
Thank
with us after
y'all.
the show. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I like
All
that.
things
That's what you
Big
like.
Boys Neighborhood, man. You can find us at radiobigboy.com. You're probably looking like, man, where's Louis at? I'm the
disappeared.
Yeah, the penicillin only lasts 10
He's
days.
so little. He's
then
down
you got to
on
go get
penicillin.
another shot for
All
the
his troubles.
STD. All right, well, thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Thank
Enjoy the rest of
you.
your day, Big Boys
Big boy.
Neighborhood.